discussing my daily ritual. I'm explaining all the points so that my family is not ridiculed. All this was discussed in the group. My sadhana is being withheld. They are busy with their settings. They are putting their papa karmas in my family's kala and the visions of those papa karmas in our sushumna to manifest sufferings for us on behalf of them. They have granted evolution to themselves and their families and devolved my family from my closeness to promote themselves, make my family suffer on their behalf, and to keep my family away from being my support to help me pursue my duties. They are Mahapapis or big sinners, giving my family sufferings of their Papa Karmas on their behalf. My family has done no Papa Karmas, no sins. We are trapped in the Ganga of their consciousness as one wave, and that is malpractice. Some of these are affirmations that I reprogram myself as against their manipulative programs. They have put false, untrue visions in our Sushumna and Kala and altered our consciousness with their Pap Karmas, their Mahapapis. This was discussed in the group. My first point of my daily ritual. आत्मानंदा ने ही अपने दोनों बेटों की हत्या करी है. कनु भाई, कविता, चेतन, कनिका ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. मेरे परिवार ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. Atmananda had two sons. Their birth certificate have been registered. Participants of Mahashivir 2023 have seen his infants. This happened immediately after the Mahashivir. We cannot prove this, but it was discussed in the group that Atmananda had drawn out the souls of his two sons and left them breathe their last in agony. He took the dead bodies to be buried at the cremation ground. His wife accompanied him. Both carried a body. No one else accompanied them. Our group members have seen it through their third eye. This was discussed in the group. But he has put that pap karma of his into the kala of my son. My son is not initiated, nor has he ever been to Hyderabad. Atmananda is from Hyderabad. They are misusing the power of Bhagwan Kal Bhairava. Subramanyam has the reflection of Bhagwan Kal Bhairava in my presence. He has designed the vision of my son committing the papa of Atmananda's sons being killed in that field. And Atmananda has designed untrue visions in my son's Sushumna to prove the crime. They program the brain, the subconscious mind, and the plasma. They are also using other arts of Sri Vidya to make it appear true before Bhagwan Kal Bhairava, like they write it on the self, do Tantra in DNA, give the act of the crime in dreams that gets implanted on the brain, etc. So that's how they are distributing their papa karmas to others, especially my family. Why us? They are removing my family from my closeness and promoting themselves to appear to become great and earn money. So by repeatedly saying this before the pious fire and Bhagwans, I program myself that this crime is of Atmananda and not of my son. Second point, आत्मानंदा ने ही कनिका को पागल बनाया है. कनु भाई, कविता, चेतन, कनिका ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. मेरे परिवार ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. Atmananda made my daughter half mad for 3 years. We have been controlled by our psychic to stay at home all our lives. During my spontaneous sadhana, the gurus were manifesting Shakti for other group members. It was in my presence that they achieved manifesting 6 more Shakti and powers. They said that my daughter was given sufferings because they did not want general public to suffer. This was discussed in the group, or an understanding was given that during manifestations, someone suffers as part of the dual aspect of existence. So Atmananda made my daughter half mad to suffer on behalf of the sadhaks or their relatives for whom the manifestations were being made. It was later that Subramaniam said that my daughter was made to suffer so much because she has been chosen for some occult. To make her habitual for sufferings, she was being prepared to use her for occult. She was sometimes healed to prepare her for more sufferings. That Papa Karma goes to Atmananda. So, to give away his Papa Karma to me, the three gurus are working on putting the untrue visions of Atmananda's Papa Karma in Kala and the false visions of mine doing the crime in my Sushumna. So, by repeatedly saying this before the pious fire and Bhagwans, I program myself that the crime is of Atmananda only. Third point of my daily ritual. आत्मानंदा की पत्नी ने ही कन्हूभाई को पागल बनाया है। कन्हूभाई, कविता, चेतन, कनिका ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है। मेरे परिवार ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है। My husband has been made to suffer while the gurus were manifesting inverted consciousness for themselves by pulling cords from my I am, as I had already achieved it. They couldn't do it, so they made my husband suffer. This was to irritate Shakti and acquire what they are not worthy for. My husband was chosen because he belongs to my family of divine souls. The gurus acquired Papa Karmas from my husband for making him suffer on behalf of them. They give the sufferings of their Papa Karmas as yatna to the same person from whom they accumulated Papa Karmas. The gurus don't suffer, they just don't do their penance. As Atmananda says, we don't suffer. As Subramaniam says, what are they for? Here, they stands for my family. We are chosen to suffer on behalf of the gurus for their Papa Karmas. My husband's sufferings were used for Atmananda's unworthy wife. This is her first life in spirituality. How can she, without any austerities, achieve an inverted consciousness? So she acquires Papa Karmas from making my husband suffer on her behalf. Also, she was made to practice altering and setting mind plates and mind triangles. Sadhaka is supposed to practice on another sadhak, whereas she was made to use my husband. Every day she changes my husband's mind plates, makes him half mad. He has been drained out of mind power. He is losing physical health and mental health. The Papa Karma of such sufferings goes to Atmananda. And as they don't indulge in penance, they give the sufferings of their Papa Karmas to my husband on their behalf by making him suffer again and lose his mental and physical health. We have also lost a lot of business, my husband being the only earning member in our family. So by repeatedly saying this before the pious fire and Bhagwans, I program myself that this crime is of Atmananda's wife and not my family's. Fourth point of my daily ritual. उपाध्याय ने ही मेरे पति की, मेरे बेटे की, मेरी बूढ़ी माँ की आत्मा को बाहर निकालकर तड़पाया है अपना उल्टा बर्तन बनाने के लिए। कन्हूभाई, कविता, चेतन, कनिका ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है। मेरे परिवार ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है। I had evolved from the transcendental consciousness into the super consciousness and then to an inverted consciousness in 2023. Atmananda and Subramaniam were in the transcendental consciousness itself. They pulled energy cords from my I am and evolved into the super consciousness as a free ride. When Upadhyay stepped in the group, He convinced them to earn an inverted consciousness and become some kind of an avatar. They just couldn't get there. So Padhyay guided them. As they say, someone must suffer on their behalf for them to evolve. Upadhyay drew out the souls of my husband 15 times, my sons 3 times, and my aged mothers 3 times, kept them out pining to return back in the body for almost an hour. When their consciousness moved a little, they would put back the soul in the body. My family was chosen to suffer, as they are the family of divine souls. All the dots come together. We are a family for a reason. So if the 3 gurus could catch up with my level to appear to become great and earn money, they irritate Shakti, made my husband, my son, and my old mother suffer on their behalf to get an inverted consciousness. Atmananda used to say, it's once in a lifetime opportunity. These become their papa karmas, but they don't suffer, nor do they do their penance. So they distribute their papa karmas as ours and put it in our account of karmas, and then they make us suffer the yatna or the effect of those papa karmas. Atmananda keeps promoting his wife. With first life in spirituality, Atmananda chose her to become some avatar. For such unworthy consciousness, we were made to suffer so that she can evolve. Besides my family's souls being pulled out to remain in agony, we were also thrashed with energy to make us suffer, as drawing out of the souls was not enough for the 4 of them to evolve. So by repeatedly saying this before the pious fire and Bhagwans, I program myself that this crime is of Upadhyay only and not of my family. सुब्रमण्यम ने ही अपने पाप मेरे परिवार के काल में डाले हैं. कनुभाई, कविता, चेतन, कनिका ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. मेरे परिवार ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. The 5th point. To manifest a Shakti, the sadhaka must be worthy. Then he must have a mind to embody the Shakti, for which he must have gone through sadhana process to achieve an unconditional mind. After these tapasya or austerities only, one can manifest divine energy. Subramanyam has made me do the sadhana process for his Rajrajeshwari Shakti manifestation and Kala Bhairava reflection. He has also got the Kala Bhairava reflection manifested in my presence. There are many other papa of his done on my family since 32 years. He has put those papa karmas in my family's kala. So by repeatedly saying this before the pious fire and Bhagwans, I program myself that this crime is of Subramanyam only and not my family's. सुब्रमण्यम ने ही मेरे बेटे को रेज दिया है. कनु भाई, कविता, चेतन, कनिका ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. मेरे परिवार ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. The 6th point. Subramanyam has given high pitch in the frequency of crores of people since 3 lives. That gets manifested as rage in the consciousness of these people. This has been proved in the group that rage makes humans demons, and that this practice must stop. But he is himself. My son has been given this rage for the past 22 years of his life. Our family relationships were disturbed. Due to this rage, our minds are controlled through our psychic by the gurus with their mind powers. My son has been controlled by his psychic. He has been confined in his room for years, deprived of proper qualification, or kept him going out or join his father's office. Now this is Subramanyam's Papa Karma. He has put untrue visions in the Kala of my family as our crime. Deceiving visions have been put in the Sushumna of my family to prove the crime is not of the gurus but ours. So, by repeatedly saying this before the pious fire and Bhagwans, I program myself that this papa is of Subramanyam only and not of my families. Some other papa hides behind these visions in the field of Kala. 7th point. सुब्रमण्यम ने ही कनिका को काम के दो स्वप्न और काम के दो विचार दिए हैं. कनुभाई, कविता, चेतन, कनिका ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. मेरे परिवार ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. Subramanyam has been giving bad dreams to my daughter since 5 years as a daily ritual. She cannot survive a single day without healing. A group member has been appointed to heal her. Subramanyam has put that papa of his in my family's Kala. So by repeatedly saying this before the pious fire and Bhagwans, I program myself that this papa is of Subramanyam only and not my family's. सुब्रमण्यम उपाध्याय और आत्मानंद ने ही मेरे परिवार को 5 साल से स्लेव बनाकर शक्ति से मारा है. कनुभाई, कविता, चेतन, कनिका ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. मेरे परिवार ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. The three gurus have attacked my family with energy hits from their Shakti since 5 years and have treated us as their slaves to suffer on behalf of their Papa Karmas. So by repeatedly saying this before the pious fire and Bhagwans, I program myself that this Papa is of Subramanyam, Upadhyay and Atmananda's only and not of my family. 9th point. मेरे बेटे ने अपनी बहन के साथ कोई दुष्कर्म नहीं करा है. कनुभाई, कविता, चेतन, कनिका ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. मेरे परिवार ने कोई पाप नहीं करा है. The 3 gurus have plans to use the film of rape of female sadhaks, and to overlap their papa karmas, they have exchanged it with untrue visions in the field of Kala and as false visions in the Sushumna. They call it rounding off of their karmas. So by repeatedly saying this before the pious fire and Bhagwans, I program myself that this papa is not of my family. Some other papa hides behind this in the field of Kala. Thank you.